You know the feeling of wanting to get into welding or the automotive trade, but there's so many different welders out there, and then you question on where do I get started at? And Yeswelder is a great start. So let's talk about their welders. And that's one thing that I do like about Yeswelder. They've got a welder for every level here. So no matter if you're just starting out and you're looking for a starter welder as a 2-in-1 that's going to cover your stick and the lift TIG, this right here is a nice kit that comes with pretty much what you need to get started. So outside of that, there's different levels that you can choose. And what I like to go off of is the number in one. So you got a 2-in-1 that's going to give you a lift TIG and a stick. A 3-in-1, you'll add the flux. 4-in-1, you'll add the MIG gas, and then you got more advanced systems like the TIGs, the MIGs, as well as the dual pulse here. So when it comes down to it, you know, most of these welders are sold with the TIG torch sold separately, and that's exception of the TIG 205 Pro and then the ARC 125 DS LT Pro. Everything else will have the TIG torch sold separately. But when it comes down to it, if you talk about the 2-in-1, that's going to be your ARC 125 DS and your ARC 205 DS. So those will both cover your stick and your lift TIG. Now, if you want to step up, you can get the 205 DS. That's going to give you a higher amperage on it than the setup here on the 125, but essentially it's the same process with it. Now, when you look into a 3-in-1, you keep the lift TIG and the stick, but now you add the flux. So this right here gives you that 3-in-1 setup, and they all have a nice digital display on them. They come with everything that you need as far as your grounds, as well as, you know, some consumables in each there. So the the Flux 135 Pro is a pretty nice setup. So when you move into the 4-in-1, this one right here is a pretty nice welder here. So this is a 4-in-1, so you're gonna get your lift TIG, your stick, your flux, as well as your gas here. So nice display, and I do like that it's got the shield over it to keep the dust off the display screen here. But this is a pretty nice setup here. Now, Yeswelder's got a banging sale going on across the board right now, so I'll put a link in the description down below for each of these, but hopefully this helps you to understand which welder's right for you, because ultimately you can buy a welder up front and then you wind up having to replace it later because you want to add, you know, the flux or the, you know, just more options, pulse or whatever there. So sometimes it's better to pay up front a little bit more, buy once, cry once, and that way later you don't have to go back and upgrade your welder. You've picked the right one for the very first time. Now, as far as some of the more advanced, the TIG 205 Pulse Pro is a lift TIG. You know, so this right here is a solid setup. And again, that's a 205 amp here. So this right here is a very nice, you know, inverted welder. And again, you got the pulse option with that. So if you want to get into a little bit more, the MIG 205 DS is going to cover your stick, your lift TIG, your flux. It's also going to weld your stainless, aluminum, and your MIG gas. Now, I've used this one right here several times, and I've been very happy with it. Now, my next thing is I want to jump into the aluminum with this and stainless. So I've already got the 100% argon and then the 75-25 for running your MIG. But this right here also has a nice little cover over it, so you can easily change between synergic MIG, manual MIG, and that way it's going to match the wire speed to your voltage and amperage. Now you got the stick option, a lift TIG. As you can see over here, you move into the different gas. So depending on 175-25 flux or aluminum there, this is a very nice touchscreen display. And same with changing your wire diameter, 0.045 down to 0.0 230-2224. So very nice display setup on this. And again, that synergic MIG, that's pretty sweet. Now it does have the extra port there for the pedal, but here's the solid DP200. This is a dual pulse MIG welder. So you got the same options, but now you have that dual pulse option. You can run that with a single or the dual pulse. This has a larger display screen. Everything's digital as far as changing the parameters of the wire speed. Like these are more of selectors. This is right on time right here. So this right here also has a single pulse and a dual pulse option with it. So this one right here is pretty new to the shop, but hey, I'm super stoked on this one, but it's a pretty hot welder. So no matter which one's right for you, check the link down below. And this is another thing that sometimes it's not the right 5 minutes, but they do offer a program for its, 4 different installments for the welder. So you can set that up, put it in your cart, think about it. But hey, this is a banging sale. But hey, if you know somebody that's interested in a welder, looking to update or upgrade, can't really afford to do so, we're doing a giveaway at the end of June for the ARC 125 DS LT Pro. So, which is that 2-in-1 machine that's going to cover your lift TIG with your gas as well as the torch. So the gas is sold separately. You'll need some rods as well as stick rods, but 110 plug-in. You got your stinger for the stick. You're rocking and rolling. But hey, this is the end of June when this is given away, and all you got to do is like the post, comment BG, and then tag the person that you want to find interest in giving away to them or so. Hey, just tag somebody. Help me out, guys, and find out which one's right for you, from the 2-in-1, 3-in-1, 4-in-1, and then the more advanced welders coming from Yeswelder.